Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. Please excuse me. I'm trying a different setting. I realized two of my things were, I don't know, butting heads and they weren't working. So I might be zooming in and out. I don't know. And I don't know how to fix that on Minicam. So I might have to, you might have to bear with me on this one. We'll see. Anyway, okay, this is the canvas that we did before. And now what I want to do is add a face to this. And since it's the new year and we all have words and things, that we want to do, every year I pick a new word. It's usually breathe. And that will continue to be my word because I don't breathe. Um, I have my book here that I use all the time. And let me tell you, go to your Goodwill or your Salvation Army or whatever. What's that one we go to? St. Vincent de Paul. And you get books. And my aunt sent me this book years and years ago. But my gosh, the books I found that, are fantastic to rip apart. Especially if you go to the bookstore and look in their dumpster. I know. But you can find some good stuff in there. Now, I had a word I wanted to use in here. Learning. Okay, so one of the words I'm going to use this year, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is learning. And I'm going to get my trusty favorite X-Acto knife. I'm going in. Now, you can be fancy. Maybe I'll try to be fancy and put something underneath it so when you cut it, it doesn't cut through. But look. So I'm going to cut this out the best I can. You want to use as sharp as a knife that you have, or use scissors. You don't have to be all fancy like that. But I know if the knife is sharper, the blade is sharper, it works way better. Plus, this is a very old paper. I think this book is, gosh, has to be 15 years old. I mean, I don't even know you could see the pages. Okay, here we go. All right, you can go out anytime now. All right. I don't want to rip, like I said, the papers are fragile, a little fragile. I don't want to rip it, and I want to see the word underneath if I can. Nope, girl. Just give it up. There we go. Okay, learning. That's going to be one of my words. And there was another word I saw in here, but I might just go with that. Gosh, frustration. That's one. I think possibilities, but yeah, I think I'm going to do possibilities. What is your guys' word for the new year? I know some of you do pick it. Pick a word. I need to get new blades for this. Come on. See how it drags? My Cricut does that too. There. Or scan color, it's called. When you need a new blade. But we ain't getting a new blade now. Come on, girl. Come on. Yeah. Just want to fast and easy. Okay, so she's gone away. Now, what I do like to do, and if you've been with me for a minute, you guys know there's always these angels down here. So, what the heck is this stuff? I don't even know what these words are. What is going on here? I'm a trash. What are those things called? Are they rats that is the trash people, or possums or something? That's what I am. I'm a trasher. I save everything. And I keep every year saying, nope, not this year, but I can't say that this year. And I'm really not going on a thing where I'm necessarily declaring I'm doing this and this is my New Year's resolution, because it never works for me. And then I'm such a loser because I never keep up with it. But move back just the little ones a bit. I don't know. I just, So anyway, so here we are. Now, I'm going to save these words over here because what we're going to do is draw a face. And I got my, this is just a mixed media. Come on. Oh, these hands. Tell you what. Okay. The mixed media thing. That's part of the reason I hate coming on, because I don't hate coming on. I love coming on. I miss it. But because my hands are, and it's embarrassing. I know it shouldn't be. And sometimes I don't really care. But other times I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. But I'm going forth in the new year. Okay. So we're going to draw a face. And I'm going to just do it on this piece. It's a tear off page, so I know not to go when I draw. I went as big as the page I can do, but I'm just going to kind of give a quick line so I know not to venture over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the face shape. So, and then let me know down below if this is too much of the back and forth of the focusing and not, because I'm going to have Dave play with it for me, because, and I'm not including hair. I want her to have a pretty big face. I mean, I can always change this, but that's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to kind of go like this and bring it like that. I don't know. She's kind of looking that way. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I could always bring this down a little bit more. Okay. So that's where I'm starting. And I learned that I need to get out of habits. And by habits, one of the things I know I do, and is it out of laziness or not? I don't know. But I will go in and sometimes do the face first, and then I screw up the whole, right? Where if I do this, I have a boundary, and I need boundaries. I don't know if I'm the only one. And I go in half. Now, I don't measure. Should I? I probably should. I mean, who are we kidding? But I do when it, now you can see I'm off, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just giving me a general, oh no, it's going to drive me nuts. The general, there we go. Let's just pretend like this one didn't happen. Like I said, you can measure, and you're probably better. I am a crooked person when I look at things. I don't know why. I hear I'm not the only one, but sometimes I just can't get it right, you know? I don't know. And then I'm going to go down and do half, which is, you know, everybody who's drawn knows you do in half, and then you're going to do approximate half again. So if this page, let me just give you, I'll do one thing, right? If this page is 10 inches this long, so half would be, well, no, we want to measure the head. Let's do it that way. That would make more sense, Cal. It's 7.5. So 7.5 would be 3.5, and 3.5 is, I think I'm just going to hit 4, because I'm not good at math. Do you see what I'm saying? That makes it a little lower, but I can work on top of that. So it's no big deal. But you want to go half, and I really can't. I don't have it in me right now. I know. Oh, God. Okay. So you're going to go across, and then you're going to go half of that. I'll make it an even number. Make it an even number. Nope. 3.5. So 3.5, half of that would be 1.5 and 1.5, so it'd be 1 3/4 maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe not, but it's going to be today. It's going to be today, and then you do another half. All right. You do it way better than me, but that's 2 inches. Uh-oh, I know what that is. 1. Look at me. I'm a mathematician. Okay. Now I'm down in my art room. It's a mess. I can't even show you. And you can, look how I'm going. Downhill. That's all right. I'll be fine. You can cinch that up if you want. Oh, this one really went downhill. You can cinch it up if you want. I just can't. I don't know why. Sometimes I start down here. Maybe this will help somebody. I start down here, and then I'll move it the same up so I can see exactly how straight something is. Let's see if that works. And then I'll move this up to there. See if that makes a little bit of a difference. There's ways to fix it. Look, RA, fibro, tons of medications. If you saw the medications I took, for all the things I got going on. I'm a mess in my head, but I'm not going to let that dictate who I am anymore. So I'm a mess. This is a mess. Sometimes you have to erase. That's just the rules. Okay, so normally it's an eye in between your two eyes. You can measure that as well. I'm not going to. I'm going to eye it up. You can get the pun. Okay. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do my top lid. And you can measure this as well. If you want to. Now you can see I did it. And this one looks a little bit smaller, but that's nothing. You see how much room I have here on this face. Now, I'm not going to do anything till my face is done, but see, now all I have to do is bring this down a little bit more and, you know, it'll even out, or put hair, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of things, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. So we're going to make almond shaped eyes. There we go. 1, 2, nothing fancy. And then here's our nose. There's a million ways to do it. You can do, you know, you can do your circle. You can do like this. Nostrils if you want. You can do that. I'm not a fan of the nose with the ball, but to keep it, but I think to draw it, I think it's fantastic. And then down here is, you know, we all do that. Down here, now you can see how down, like this is like the middle, supposed to be like the middle of the lip. However, there's a lot going on here. So I will, with my best of my ability, bring this up a little bit as straight as I can. And then I will do my lip, which I like to do a U or a V. Okay. And then I'll bring it, you know, down in a little loop. Bring it, of course, look, I have no lips anymore as I'm getting older. So I like to have a nice plump one, but you don't have to. Now you can see I put that right on that line. So I knew where to stop, but you don't have to. So then I'll erase that so I don't get messed up and then I will go, and I'm not going to pay any mind to this right here anymore because I want it to be higher, you know, I wanted it to be higher up. So then I'm going to go here and I'm going to mock this. And then just loop it up like that because we want her to be smiling. We're going into that new year. Could I make a sad face? Sure, I could. You can do whatever you want. And then right underneath that line, if you want, you can just do like a little, like that. And look, we got our face almost. So that's that. Now I'm going to go in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the face and everything, get her situated. And then I'll come back and do another video where we add her and finish up the canvas. That's just how I have to do things right now. So, and then if you want to draw a face, then you can, you know, you can practice. So I'm going to go in. I like this eye better. So I'm going to put that right at the corner and I'm going to measure to see how big. And it about ends here, like in between these two. So when I do this, I'm going to do it this way. So now I can see my line, and then I'm going to kind of bring it there. So I kind of know where, you know, where it's going to go. Because you see, I have plenty of room here, so I'm not going to, and I have to always turn my page. I'm like Bob Seger that way. Anybody get it? Anybody get the reference? Okay. And then I'll take this and kind of bring it here, and then bring it up there. And then we'll be as close as Kelly cares to be. Because if you looked at my eyes, they're not perfectly the same. Okay. So look. It's like we can almost make a Jason mask with it. Okay. So now, you can keep the lines if you want. I'm going to erase them the best that I can. And I do a little darker because, just so you guys could see, you don't have to draw that dark. These are the greatest erasers ever because really you can like go like this to lift out graphite if you want. You can, I like to do this, but right now I'm just going to do the lines right here. That way I can still see. My whole table is shaking. I got stuff. If you saw how I was sitting, got stuff everywhere. Oh God. Off the ground so it dries. Okay. So you see, like, you can still see it, but not really. So I'm going to turn it. And with the nose, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to, I might extend it just the slightest bit. This is where you can play around. Now we're going to do the eyes. Now, you guys know I love the circle things, but some people get upset. They say, oh, you know, I don't have one of them. Now, I also have been loving this. That'll be for another video because this is going straight. We're doing it straight. We're doing it straight. We have our eye. I'm going to go in where I accidentally erased it, but you see how that helps you right there. And we want to put a circle in the middle of the eyes. Now, this one might be a little, I mean, it takes a minute to get your eyes even. I mean, maybe it's just me and that's okay. I'm not mad at it. Okay. So I want like a circle right in the middle. I go dramatic because, but look at me. Circle in the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Do it light, so if you have to erase it, sometimes you have like googly eyes that look another way or they're not the same size. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to turn it this way. You see, very simple, not a big deal. If you want to do it where it's in the middle, you can take, which I probably should do. I'll do it on this one. You have your eye shape. You can go in and lightly go down the middle and lightly go across, right? And then you can do your eye where it's, you know, where you get more of a centered look. Okay? And I play with that. You could play with that once you go into paint or whatever you do. And then what I like to do is take this corner and I take it up and I take it over. And then I'll take this over a little bit more. And you see how that cuts off part of the eye. And then we'll do this and we'll do that. All right, and I'll go in. I just have a normal pencil. Look at this is pathetic. This is a Black Velvet 2.5. I don't know. I got it in an art box, and I'm not mad at it. I like it a lot. It draws dark, so when I'm drawing on here, I like to use it. Otherwise, I like to use like a 0.5 mechanical pencil because it's very light. And like, look at my eraser. You can get a big box of these on Amazon. I will put links down below for all these things. If you're interested and want to support me a little bit, you can go down and click and pick yourself up something. If you use my link, I get a couple pennies, and I'm very blessed and thankful for that. Okay. Okay. So now, again, we want to make our pupil. So you just go in and depends on what kind of eye you want to make. Maybe you want to make it so the pupil's in the middle. Maybe you want to give her like a little, like a, I don't know. I kind of dig that one better. So it's up on what you're doing. Depending on what you're doing, try to get it, you know, as even as you can. Now you see why I use circle makers. Okay. And we have a face so far. Are the eyes even and all that? I don't care right now. I will look once I get everything on to know. And then I'll probably edit it a little bit more. But you don't have to. Just draw it and be done. Remember, this is your first face of the year. And let's look at it when it's the 10th face and see how you do. Okay, so now we're going to do eyebrows. And I know this looks funny, right? When I had first learned, gosh, all this, but then you realize it is your forehead that you don't realize you have. So we're going to do eyebrows. So I like to take the nose where I ended the little nostril thing. I like to go up and I kind of bring it to like that bone lightly. Don't do it too much because this becomes your eyebrow. So then I do it a million different ways, but I will take it like this. Depends on what kind of look you want to give her. Kind of like that. If you need it for the other one, you can do the same thing and then erase it after. or we can just do that. And again, you can play. Okay, so then I can see. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. Just a little bit. And here, you can keep that. That's not a big deal. Some people put like that, you know, like a chin kind of thing there. I don't. You can. It doesn't matter. But I want to bring this up just the littlest bit. And then kind of round it. Okay. I'm going to take my eraser real quick. Just so you can see. Yeah. I'm liking her better. Oh God, I hope the focus isn't too much. I'll do it again if it is. Then I'll just go and go back. Because remember, you're not going to see any of this. And really, right here, you're not going to see either if you have hair, you know? And we have our face. I'll look, I'll go, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to erase this, but I like to wait until I get her done on the thing. So I'm going to look at her. Oh, she's not too bad. This might be a little too big over here. And there she is. So hair, I don't like to add until, but I will tell you this, when you do yours, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, I don't know about the face. If it bothers you, take your eraser and erase this part. Oh, Amazon got delivered something. I hope it's my dog's bones. Okay. And you see how you're getting, and you don't have to worry too much about all this because we're going to cut her out. But you see how it looks better that way. And you can even, like right here, she got like this jawline, but she doesn't have it over there. Is that a bad thing? No. But, you know, if it's bothering you, you can go in and just round it up. Oh, she wants that jawline there, though, doesn't she? Maybe I better put that in there. Sometimes it makes you draw it how she wants it. Something like that. Anyway. And then there is that. Now, you have it drawn. We want to put it on there. I'm going to make her have like hair. Like hair. And I'm going to put other things around. So then the next thing I would do is I would erase her very lightly. And then I would, we can start painting her or, you know, start doing something on her and adding her to the canvas. But we will do that next time because this is 20 minutes and I don't want to bore you guys. So that's our face. Very simple. Now's the time, like I said, you can go back in and edit and do what you want. You can even, if you're like, oh, I really like the way this face come out, you can scan it in your computer or take a picture of it with your phone, or like I said, scan it in the printer, and then you have your original. Or you could take your take some carbon paper, I think Saral's one or whatever you have, or I like to take the charcoal on the back and scrub it on there and then put a piece of, I wouldn't even put anything under here because I'd be drawing, and then I would trace this so you get the same face, and then you can paint on that one and keep your original. There's so many things, and then just keep it in your arsenal if it's something that you really love. But then we will put this on that canvas and all that in my next video. So I hope this wasn't too hard to watch. I hope that you guys learned a little bit, and I as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys, and thanks for being so lovely and supportive. And I'd love to see if you tag me how your faces came out. So I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.